7:00, we'll call a meeting to order.
All right,
Everybody looked over the
Minutes?
previous minutes.
I'll move minutes.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
well, you guys already know what's going on with the garage, but so we're gonna have to clean out that garage at some point, and we have green up coming up. So I'm asking if it's okay if I order a dumpster, one of the bigger ones, to come over, so they can, when they start cleaning some of that stuff out, I'm sure there's a lot in there that's not gonna be needed.
I see
And
there's
then-
already a bunch of garbage side,
Yeah.
furniture and stuff side the road. In a couple spots there.
And we always end up having to get rid of it, so I
Yeah.
was like, if we could get a bigger dumpster, they could start putting the green up in it and clean out the garage, it'd give them a little more incentive to.
Billy Barnes.
He did.
He was picking, he had green up bags from the corner all the way up through this
Yeah.
way this morning.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I mean, like, so I just figured ordering a dumpster and they're not sitting
Make a motion to
outside.
get one.
I'll second it, or whatever.
All in
Thank
favor?
you, I
Voting
appreciate
this
it.
wrong or what?
Is that you're gonna call Sylvester's? must
Yeah,
be?
oh, yeah.
Okay. The bills are going around.
Okay, so the old garage that's over there, you know how it goes. We've had a million people come in here and want that garage. So at some point, we have to figure out what we're gonna do with it, like Jeff Donna wanted it. You know what I mean, they came in and actually asked, you know what I mean, they got the means to move it, take it down, the whole thing with it, but like I said, there's been a lot of people interested, but it's back and forth, so we gotta kind of figure out if we're going to get rid of it, what we do.
Let's take bids on the damn thing. We'll have the highest bidder can have it. Can we do that?
You can, is it really?
I mean, if you
good?
got half a dozen people that want it,
Yeah,
you can't just say, yes, you can have it. You kind of got to say, well, you got to kind of say.
okay, no, like we can put
Because
like,
it's gonna look. I mean, if we pick
no,
one
I get what
over
you mean.
somebody else,
Yep.
it's not really gonna look good. So let's say, okay, well, give us.
no,
some
I'll do
time.
what I normally do, like put it in the paper, put it on our website and put it around here
then
and
they-
let people know. And then
and
if
whoever
somebody
takes
says,
it-
well, I didn't have a chance, well, you
And
didn't.
whoever says
Okay.
they want it, they got to get it out of there. We got to give them so many days. I don't know how many.
Oh,
days.
yes. Oh, no, that's what I mean. That's the next thing is, you know what I mean? Like, you have X amount of days and then, well.
Because I don't want to start saying he can have it, he can't, and that's just
Right.
not gonna.
And the next thing is to decide when they're done and how long it's gonna take us to get stuff out of there. Because you have to have it checked by the fire marshal before we can move anything.
That's
in
what I
there.
think we should do. I bet you
But
anyway.
that's okay. Nope.
Yeah. Be fair that way.
Yep. Nope, that's fine.
I mean,
So,
we get big money, but
Um,
Yeah.
if we at least do that, then we can't say we
okay,
favored somebody
and a
over somebody else.
timeline.
Yeah, yeah.
Timeline to tear down, okay. All right, is that Danny?
Yeah.
It sounds like it, okay. Guess what, you're up.
Yeah.
Why's this on here?
Oh, I am so sorry.
That's it.
Okay. So we did get one paving bid so far, and it was from Hungerford's. Danny already knows this. They came in with enough, not saying we have, like, we're waiting for the other bids, but just saying, so for Noble Hill, Pearlie, and Marvin that we were talking about, they came in at 144,000, which is enough. We have enough paving money for them to do all three of those
To do
areas.
what?
Noble Hill,
Yeah.
Pearlie Road, and that little section on Marvin Road you wanted done.
Yeah.
So it's 144.
I actually went through there today, and that's the only bad spot on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, going up to King Road is, that
Yeah.
little section's good.
But it's just that one little.
and that's
Right
all
by
they're
the-
gonna do, is just
Yeah,
that.
they're
they're not
gonna do
gonna-
right from
Yeah.
like where the King and Marvin Road sign is to the block, to the dirt.
But it's like that's
Well,
not even
and
the
that's
road's not
marked.
even bad except for that one hole.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, there's a couple.
Tony,
Whatever.
Yeah.
so it's just, I mean, we don't
Mr.
have
Lawyer,
to decide anything now, we can wait, but just
yet.
meaning that's a good deal, that we could do all three of those and have them done this year.
All 3 of what done this year?
Oh,
Roads.
you're late. You can't, no, I'm only kidding.
We're not going
I can
backwards.
go back home.
Noble, Pearly, and Marvin Road.
Yeah.
So Hungerford's came in at 144,000 to do all 3 of those spots.
All 3 of those.
All 3 of those. We're still waiting on the other bids that we had put out there, but
So
we
that's
should
how many
relatively.
miles altogether?
Oh, what was that?
I don't know. It's just it's
They don't tell you.
it's the half a mile
1.5.
on Noble Hill.
Yeah, it'll be about a
No,
mile.
it doesn't.
Oh, River
say.
Road's just
Oh.
Marvin Road.
Marvin Road's just from Honest's from the corner to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And then the Pearly Road, which is
1,500.
So we get all those out of the way. We want to do
28.
Yeah.
I think it's a mile and.
So a mile is 4,900. So it's, yeah, so all of them together is just about a little over a mile.
Oh, so it ain't too bad.
Yeah.
Still out there 2 miles we need.
Yeah,
to
because
do
I
over
think
there.
40,
for 22
yeah, I think
years.
it's 4,900 is a mile
The
when we do the,
5,420
grants.
feet.
Yeah. So,
You want these?
54.
You want
so, yeah.
54.
So it's a mile and a half for the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's not
bad,
bad
yeah.
though.
And it gets them 3.
Get some 3 out of the way.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And that's
it'll
it.
probably work out better for them. I mean, far as, you know what I mean?
And as far as I'm
Just
clear,
wrap him to move
that,
back.
I told them they were gonna have to move. So that's including
And that,
moving,
that's
so-
including the,
Yeah, they want to get in here, so get us, a little business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell them to do a good job.
I mean, still got Pike, coming in.
and Grays
and
that we're
Grays
waiting
coming
on a
in.
bid from.
Did they come,
Pike said, yeah, I talked to Dave, they're, whatever,
They haven't come out though, right?
no.
Okay.
Well, they came out, looked at it. They said they'd go back down. He would like to go back down and where our line meets Enosburg's line, patch that,
Oh,
grind it
yeah.
out. Yeah, grind that out and fix that. And he tried to do something, didn't know how well that would work either, because last year they were supposed to roll with a rubber tire roller and they didn't use it. They said it broke down. It would have taken longer, a week to replace it than just doing it, so. He said he'd try to make that good, you know, that's, but, and Grays, yeah, we haven't heard anything about since then. So. And then we talked a while back about a pump.
Oh, yes. Oh. You
We
gave
found
me
a
that.
pump.
Let me go
Go
find
down
it.
to
You can
Jimmy's?
Yeah.
talk. Let me go find it.
You think that 4 inches will be too big? I think it'll be too big.
It's big,
I think,
but you're better to have it than not have it if you need it.
well, yeah, but if you don't, I was saying on the typical, a 3-inch might handle what a 2-inch could do and almost what a 4-inch could do. I'm worried you're gonna get a small brook where you have to pump some, but you're gonna not have nowhere near enough, of course you still got the small pump.
But we still have the small pump.
So that shouldn't,
I mean,
cause that's sort of,
it's,
says how many gallons a minute is that?
it's 25,000 an hour.
25,000 an hour. That's a lot of water.
And for Jim to replace that is $2,000.
Yeah, I think the one I priced out through Greens was 3,000 for a 3-inch.
I mean, this one here is still
For a
got,
3-inch?
Yeah, was it a 3-inch I looked at, or did I have,
Oh,
was it a 2-inch? I priced one out for him a year or two ago.
I can't
So how many, 20?
Yeah, like Cedric's is what,
4,000.
3, 2 inch?
This
3
is
inch?
the one you had me hold
That's all
on
it
to,
is, isn't
Danny.
it?
Yeah.
Like what I get through Cedric?
Yeah. Well, that's a trash.
400 gallons a
Yeah.
minute, that's not too big. You throttle it down, you could do probably 350. Yeah, that'll work, it's not like a fire pump. A fire pump's 2.5 inches, move 300 gallons.
And this is semi-trash. It will take some dirt, but it will just pump.
And there's more than enough in the minor equipment for that pump.
Plus you can take the head right apart if he does get clogged up. The whole head opens up. The only thing you still have to do is buy
The hoses,
the hoses, discharge and suction.
which will take the whole equipment fund, but if, I'm not the equipment, minor equipment fund, but that's what it's there for.
It's
so.
$200 for a 50-foot section. And we should have at least 100 feet, 2 sections,
4 inch.
a 4-inch.
If I got some,
Well, he said
we've got some
actually,
fire line.
yeah, he said actually,
If I got.
if
any
you
hole-
buy it through, he was looking through Honda, you could probably go someplace else and buy it cheaper.
Let me look at Ace.
Yeah.
And then let me check, I think we might have had some 4-inch line that's got a hole in it.
Yeah.
So we could cut that off and get connectors to hook to your thing
Yeah,
for free.
yeah.
Not the suction, but the.
Right, I mean, you need to probably a suction.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll probably need a suction line.
Yeah, and a
Yeah,
suction.
the suction line you would have to buy.
Yeah, we definitely have to. Well, I think you don't have to buy it from him, like he said, you
Yeah.
can probably go someplace else and buy it cheaper.
Right.
He doesn't really deal with them.
I
So,
see the building's turning blue today.
That looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a help,
Yeah.
help on a third of it.
he said, like, for him to replace it's $2,000. He's selling it to us for, what did I say, 1,500?
I think that's what you said.
Uh-huh.
I think that's what you said.
I don't know if it was on there or not.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, 1495, well, 1,500.
Okay, so, yeah. And there's 3,500, isn't that what I told you?
Yeah, I think so.
In the minor equipment.
So, do you wanna make a motion on
I
the
move,
pump, the
I
4-inch,
move to
4
buy
inch?
the 4-inch
Second.
pump. TNT back in
I got it, I got it.
All in favor?
I
I just came around the corner down here 100.
At 100?
Yeah, probably right around there. Is there cement broke up down here? Or is it just dirt at the corner?
No, it's
I didn't stop till
blacktop,
it's
it's a joint.
Oh, yeah,
The
there's
joint is broke up, so we're gonna have to fix that somehow.
Did you take that corner that much on the inside?
Well, you had to
That's the
take
outside.
it
He
way,
had to,
you have to take it
outside.
way on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 100.
No,
No,
the
it's the
inside by the
Oh,
school.
cut
I'm thinking you had to have taken it on the inside if you had a
That's just-
hole.
If you're doing 100, you would. You wanna use the whole road,
I'm not
right?
I'm not going 100.
it
I
needs to
come
be
in
full
hot.
patch.
I didn't
Okay.
even notice it.
Okay.
Yeah, cause, yeah, there's
I
one
know.
right there by the entrance.
But
There's
I'm like,
one-
I know what you're talking about, but that's on the inside.
There's one
way
by
over
the
here
entrance
On
on
your
the
way
outside.
out.
There's two cars
School
coming in,
parking
trucks
lot,
coming
same.
in that way. I was trying to get
There's-
away.
Okay, that would
We
be
don't have many, but we got a few that need to be
Yeah.
taken care of and kind of
Corners.
wait for warmer weather, see if.
Well, yeah,
Corners, you mean?
no,
No.
those
them
pothole or
Oh,
for cold.
yeah.
the holes in the blacktop.
Yeah, I have a few of
I mean,
those.
Pike said they have, I talked to David there, and he said the Pike is, they're set up, it's $135 a ton. But I'd like to see if I could get this out. What we got, it's kind of dried up, but there's nothing else I can do with it. It's either you gotta try to use it or
Throw it away.
throw it away.
So how much do we usually get at a time? Do
We
we
usually
get,
get 4 ton, we've been getting 10 ton, but we don't need that much this year.
well, the water tower road, we fixed all of that.
That's all good, I mean, I think if we got 2 ton, we'd take care of us this year.
Can you bring that back down, have them rejuvenate it?
No, I doubt it.
Yeah, you dump it right in their scrap pile. They'll rejuvenate it for the next
You,
guy.
you must, your grading must be?
Yeah.
I see there was some dirt dumped on the little crossroad here yesterday.
Center
I don't know,
Hill,
are they grading enough? I
Yeah.
heard about this weekend. Nothing.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
Ed was filling me in.
Yeah, don't look at me.
You got a lot to do still.
yeah. I mean, it's,
You can't hit them all, that's
No,
the thing.
no.
It's
Well,
just,
thing
But
is-
at least you're not, it's
you
not
agree-
muddy.
no,
really.
it's not muddy, it's,
It's
I mean, we got a
decent.
few, the roads are bleeding in a few places,
But
few
not
places
many.
are softening up,
Not
but
much.
besides that, I mean,
I guess
usually just,
I went down the Marvin Road today and it was a little rough, but it's not. I mean,
if you,
Yeah.
if you
It's
can
worse right now,
dodge them,
honestly.
you're good.
That's the worst stretch, is right. Just
Yeah,
gotta
I
kick them
mean,
off the
Didn't you,
blacktop.
you touched that up once already?
Yeah, we've been across that once, but now we're going back around touching up the second time, but it's about all we can do. It don't stay dry long
Yeah.
enough to,
Just
Did
watch
everybody
the
say they
back,
wanted to hurry up and get out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I thought I heard.
I'm talking about roads. Sit there and calm down.
That's just,
You were the first one that said that you wanted to get out of here.
I'm asking about roads.
You can talk to him any goddamn time you want. I'm sure the people that see me every day and they already know who I am. So the structures grant, do you want to roll with that one or do you want me to?
go ahead.
So we put in for the structures grant, we already applied for it. So the culvert out there is going to be over 200,000, the structures grant, the
On
most you get
Chalkette.
is on Chalkette Road. The most you can get for the structures grant is 200,000.
so how often can we use them? Cause we got about 5 of those culverts coming due
Every 5 years.
every 5 years, so
We
we
better plan on doing it.
yeah, we just pick of the,
And we're gonna have to pick that one for last, because we're gonna blacktop it right now. How many do we have?
One.
Right
you've
now,
got
we got-
one at my place, I still think something fishy's going on
No,
there.
it's, if you get out and you look at that hole, it's only about that deep. You'd swear to God it was that deep, but it's not. I've been out twice and looked at it.
I'll have to go for a while.
But like the tubes that we just put in last year, we've got 1, 2, 3.
3 left.
3 to put in.
3 put
As
in,
a-
3
yeah.
to put in.
3 more to put in.
3 more, okay.
Yeah, the one on the Richard Road.
No, we got another one on by,
You got one on Center Hill.
well, yeah, Center Hill. One more on the Reservoir Road, down by Huey Johnson's old place. And then you got one as you're going up by Audrey Cucci's, which we have, I shouldn't say that because we don't have a hydraulic study done for it yet.
We
These
don't
are
have a
just.
hydraulic study done
Any of them.
Oh, and,
on the Berkshire Center Road, do we?
no, well, Berkshire Center Road, you mean down by,
Tony's.
Tony's?
He was just,
Oh, that one there doesn't need one, it's only a 2-footer.
No, the one, the big one.
The big one? Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're talking $1 million contract there.
No, that's the one that you were talking.
Well, I was
right?
wondering,
No, that
those were 10, 15 year patches, I
It was
wasn't on the
supposed to be
board
20,
with it.
it was supposed to be 20-year deals,
It's gotta
right?
be close to,
yeah. Me and Bill both walked up and down inside that, and there's nothing wrong with it. We can't see anything
okay,
wrong
well,
with it.
no, that's a good
No,
thing.
I mean, yeah, it's a good thing.
That one down here too, you mean? By Mark's?
By March, we walked in that one. That one's good. The only other one we had was down by the stone house on the Marvin Road.
But that's not a very big one.
just,
It's big enough to have a hydraulic study. And that's another one of these that like what
So-
we put in on the reservoir.
yeah, the one
Yep.
next to my house, Tim Fusier, in between me and Tim's, in the corn piece.
Yeah.
That one, is, we're gonna get away with that for another year or so?
Nah, we'll get another way. We should.
Cause something washed out there last year, right?
Yeah, we took another culvert and shoved it down that one.
So a lot of them, if they're under the $60,000 range, you can get a better roads grant for those. Same thing we did with the other one on the Reservoir Road, we got a better roads grant. The structures grants are for, you know what I mean, like you said, on Center Hill, or the one we're doing now. Because the one you said down by Huey's, how big is that?
Is that 4 foot?
Right, so they made, same thing as the other one on the Reservoir Road, they may make you do the 8 foot, we got a better roads grant for
Hughes, you
that
mean the
one.
one?
Yeah, there.
Hughes, didn't they change that one last year?
No.
Or was that up
No, that's
further?
by Doug Wells's, past Doug Wells's.
So it's on the other
That's
side.
just
Yeah.
the
That's
water.
that brook.
We're down to get all that water.
See, Better Back Roads. Did they? Yeah, they did that one that we did last year. That
On the Reservoir Road, yes. So it's not much different down here, it's pretty
No,
much
they-
the same thing,
No,
yes.
they're all, yeah, because we had them hydraulic studies done, and all three of them culverts were the same size.
Okay, so let me write that down because,
So I think we're gonna have to make a list of these and gonna have to try to do one every year.
Or every 5.
Well, for that part.
Better
the
road.
Better road.
Better roads will do it.
Every year, every other year.
okay, let me just go.
Well, let's see what happens.
All right,
See how much
Thank you.
money the state
The
of
better
Vermont.
road, the better road grants, you get them every year, every other year.
depends on how bad they are. It's
Bad.
priority, it's priority. You gotta make them look bad and you gotta put in the right stuff.
So
I'm
we
not
can
sure-
use the better road grants for the one on Center Hill?
No, that one's too big,
That one's too big too?
right?
Center Hill?
Yeah.
No, that should.
What size is that one now?
It's 4-footer.
Okay, so, yep,
And it's gotta be 6-footer when we get down?
8.
8. It's 8.
8 squash.
We already have the hydraulic study on that
So
one
an 8
and that
squash
one,
is
so we
almost
can
like
look
we
them
put
up.
near guns in.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like
So
what we put
the
near
big ones,
guns.
Emily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's exactly the same.
Ones you said?
Exactly the
Yeah.
same.
Well, have we got any of them scheduled? Do we have it scheduled for?
So
any of them?
this is what I started with, and you guys went, whoop, way off track, which is okay. I'm making my notes.
Okay.
So the structures grant we're getting for the culvert over there, because we either have to do a box culvert or the arch.
They'll tell you which one.
No, well,
Yeah.
it's pretty much a choice. It's the same thing we had down here. You
Yeah, I mean,
choose
the
whether you
hydraulic-
wanted to do,
The hydraulic study, they give you 3 choices, and you pick out which
Right.
thing.
so basically, like I said, the culvert alone is gonna be $223,000. The most you can get from the structures grant is 200,000. When I talked to Tyler, who's doing the engineering, because we have to put it out to bid, and then you have lots of state permits to get with this one and everything else, you're looking at close to 300,000. So when we put the grant in, I put it in to have a finish date of 2027, which gives us enough time to budget money in 2026 and budget money in 2027. So we can kind of make up that
Buffer
extra
it.
$100,000 that's not being used in a grant. We also may be able to go with a better roads grant with the structures grant. They don't always work, but we can do our best to try to get one and try to help with half of that, but 2 years to budget for,
Yeah.
but I'm just letting you know,
Now, what about rivers and streams?
that's wild and scenic, so
Yeah.
that one's only 10,000.
Yeah, but I mean, would they go in on that? They said they'd go in on any, when last time I talked.
Yeah, but just save that for the smaller ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been using those for the ones on the Marvin Road for the most part. But that one culvert you said on the Marvin Road, we may be able to,
I got it set up for 2 culverts this
yeah,
summer.
this year. But I'm just saying the big one, we can use, you know what I mean, part of that
Yeah.
and maybe the municipal roads grant on that one next year,
Yeah.
you know, but we'll, go with that one. So it's just a heads up that that one does need to be changed. It's
Have you
gonna
done-
cost money no matter what
Have
we
you
do.
done new garage yet?
Yeah,
You did do that?
why, what do you got?
You got any more updates?
You saw it's blue. Fire extinguisher people, we gotta call them sometime along to set it up to where they need to be.
Oh, well, they were just out here today. What the
Well-
hell?
Oh, I brought it up. That was my job to bring up at the meeting today.
Okay.
It's not my fault they beat me here.
They come up, do ours?
They did ours a while ago, but
Yeah.
the fire department wasn't open at the
Yeah.
time.
Oh, so who let him in? Did you let him in?
Tim, I guess, gave him the number, I don't know. I told Emily the secret code.
Oh. But how do you like my code?
Yeah, Jason, everybody knows that now.
Yes, yes. Okay, so, no, I can do that, cause like I said,
These buttons.
I have her email anyway, the one that came up here today. and
Well,
I'll just
Sean
ask
brought
her.
it up, and before we can move in there, we'll have to have all the extinguishers put in where
Yeah.
they need to go. I'm not sure.
Impact
these-
Fire does all of ours. so we might
They
as well
would
just
know
call
how
them.
to set it up where they need to be.
Yep, no, I can do that, cause like I said, I gotta get a hold of her on that bill.
Well, I should have stopped it, well, I didn't have time to see them today.
Okay.
But Sean had talked to me last week about it.
Oh, did,
Oh, that and the propane tank.
tell you today about calling M. Shaw, opening up the.
Oh, it's all done, yeah. I don't have to call him, I just get on the computer, hit a few buttons.
Okay.
Yep, get a printout, says, yep, I did it. I
Did
did it for
Bruins-
tomorrow.
Did Blue stop over there today? I see him go by.
They delivered fuel, but I don't,
No, well,
They usually bring us fuel on Mondays.
no, but Carswell went by, and him and his boy
okay.
in the van. So I don't. and
Well,
they
I didn't
I
know.
didn't see him over.
I was gonna tell him that Jake's probably, there'll be power there Wednesday, so Jake will be firing that up soon.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So I'll try.
Did they get the lines pulled Friday?
The lines are all pulled, all they gotta do is hook them to the pole and put a box inside. There's no box inside yet. The lines, I don't know, they must be stuck through the wall somewhere, I didn't see them inside yet.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, you got
I
a
don't.
box on the outside.
I saw the box on the outside, but the wires must be pulled already strung through.
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's good stuff up there.
So we're gonna hold off on the grants and the highway grant.
I
Or
put,
you-
I
or
put in,
you're-
I put in all the grants we can put in for this
Okay.
year anyway. And I put in for, like I said, the structures grant already went in. The only thing I haven't done is the municipal roads grant, but that's not.
I went through some of that Friday. It's kind of confusing. If I looked at the map, I went right from the four corners all the way down, because I want a ditch from the four corners all the way down to your sap tank.
Yeah,
And there was only, what, 2 sections in there that were, well, red as I call it, that they will pay for.
but was there a line that went all the way through? You know, like was some of it green or was there
Yeah,
blanks in
but
there?
you would get into that section and click on the line and it would say not connected.
Okay,
So I can't figure out why. Because it would coming off from a section that does need to be
Right.
ditched.
because you know what I mean, if it is, I'll have to look, because if some areas are connected and they're just not that red color, I can call, because we haven't had an updated thing done in so many years, that some of these areas still need to be done, and they can change it on the computer system, but it has to have some sort of line.
Yeah, it's got a line all the way down through it.
Okay, so they can go in and change it to, yes,
Some of
this
it
all
is-
has to be
it
done,
needs-
but.
Must be done, and some there's partially done.
Right, because
partially meets.
I do have a contact now at regional planning, so I was just gonna call him and say, this is what we wanna do, and this is what we wanna do. I'll start with this one here, and then say the one on the Richford Road, and he can tell us what works and what doesn't.
I got it written down, which ones need to be done, and which ones they say are partially needs it or doesn't connect.
All right, I'll email him, I wanted to do it today, but yeah, I didn't get that part. So no, I'll do it tomorrow.
So below Joe Smith's, I was approached the other night about culvert there, the ditching again. I don't,
Every year.
I looked at it real quick driving by. It looks like the ditch is good for the road. It might not be good for their lawn. I didn't hop out.
It's not good for their lawn.
It's not good for the lawn. I didn't run down and look in the top of the culvert, but the bottom culvert looks good. The one up more towards the hunting shacks or whatever. I couldn't really see that one.
Yeah, I mean, the ditch is basically about 6 feet deep. And
So it's to dry their lawn out. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Did we go through this last year?
We go
Well,
through
it was brought to my attention the other night
They did
at
some
a,
work
at a
there or
function
something,
like you had to deal with the other
Didn't
night.
they do some work there or something?
No, he wanted stone, didn't he?
well, by Joe.
Yeah, Joe's is done. It's the next house down.
Oh,
And I looked real quick, and for the roadworthiness, it looks excellent.
It's just that it goes out on the line.
I'm assuming that, could they dig their own ditch through there if they wanted to try their lawn up, or is that?
well, there's,
It's only wet right now.
Yeah.
Another 3 weeks it'll be dry.
well, and also if you ditch it out, it helps dry their leach field out. So, but reminds me, Mark St. Pierre called me this morning. And the ditch in front of his house, or his barn, like where the plastic cow is, it's gotta be ditched. We ditched it 4 or 5 years ago, stone lined it, it's all buried, it all needs to be ditched. Water is now going across his lawn. He wanted to know if it was all right if he ditched it. He said, whenever I get a backhoe opened up, is it okay if I ditch it? I said, well, I don't know. I mean, you gotta be in the road, we could give him the signs, this and that, but do you want him to do it or do you wanna, he said, I can wait for you to do it.
I think that we should do it.
It is a liability for him to do it.
And there's a lot going on down towards that intersection from where that cow is.
And it doesn't matter, cause I still gotta go beyond that. I gotta go
Yeah.
across and dig down through.
Is there any tubes through there we could run a line through for fire protection? Did he put any big tubes through there when
Yeah, there's a couple.
there's a couple that we could set up and leave something through there?
Oh, I don't like leaving them through there.
Okay, no, let's just check it.
I mean, he's got a.
But didn't he run a couple culverts across, right, to put his pipe through?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's
we
no-
run a tube there.
It's no big deal. I mean, you could. I mean, where are you talking to coming from?
Well, I'd like to get a dry hydrant or something
least
on the
closer
other
to-
side of the road, so
Yes.
the water's on the other side. There's 2 spots we could pump water from. He's got a big catch-all for all the,
Leach pond.
yeah, that leach
Big
pond.
leach pond, yeah,
That's a
okay.
big pond there. I was thinking of trying to do something in there so we could get water. There's the other pond up top that we wanna go across the road to get it, because the minute we fire up any, the traffic can still run.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's one just below where his office is.
Yeah.
I think there's a 2-footer there. And then there might be a 2-footer or 3-footer
It's
down
not
there.
so much for rain runoff, it's for him to run stuff through, or is it?
No, it was there to,
Does he got
We
one?
obviously know where they are because you hit them every
But
time.
does
you
he
drive through there.
got one down there that he
well,
runs
we
shoot
put
pipe?
one through
Did he run
for a
ship
ship
pipe
line
through?
and then he never used it.
He's got one down there he can run chip pipe through, right?
Yeah, but
His drag line.
he runs that through our culvert. We put a pipe in special for him
So there's nothing in it.
and there's nothing in it.
Which one's that one?
Down by the generator shed.
Way down there.
Driveway.
Okay.
But he put in a steel pipe and he never used it.
How big?
I don't know, 8-inch. But there's a 2-foot or 3-foot plastic culvert that he runs a ship pipe through now.
Yeah. But the other one, there's no water goes through the one you put in for him, right?
No.
Could do
I
that.
mean, it's not really big. I mean, Corky could come and put a line in.
But
I mean, like,
You know what I mean? If it
Well,
comes down
I'm
to
gonna
where,
I'm gonna visit with, I gotta visit with them, we gotta get something set up there
Yeah.
after the last couple weeks.
yeah,
That,
I agree.
yeah.
Part of that rule.
Yeah, because there's no way we can
I know.
truck that much water.
Clerk of the works.
All right, I can make this really quick. Phoenix House needs a liquor license.
Yeah,
We
let's
do
get
it every
one.
year.
I moved to,
I'll second.
Yep, good, move on.
gotta have a spot. to go get a
Ken
drink.
Ski, that was here at the last meeting. He wants to be on the planning commission. Do you guys want to put him on that board?
Sure.
Let's put him on. I'll take a motion. We put him on the board.
I second it.
All in favor?
Andy, come on over there. Help me out.
Mark's usually on it, he ain't cutting us off today.
Hearing bylaw changes. They want to schedule a meeting for the 21st, which is 2 days after you guys already have a meeting. It's on a Wednesday. which there may not be a whole lot going on and we can just change our meeting to that day, or do you want me to see if they'll do it on a Monday?
What time do they want their meeting?
I'm sure it'll be 7 o'clock like usual. Or we can have theirs at 6. And
Do it same night.
it doesn't have to be a whole lot of people here. It only takes 3 because the changes are state mandated and we're just gonna roll with them anyway.
Oh, so we sort of got no choice.
Yeah, and they're, yeah, for the most part. So it's just basically informational in the end.
So you wanna move to Wednesday?
Well, we don't have to do it right now because it's May 21st. We still have 2 more meetings before it comes
so we
along.
can-
It's just to let you guys know that's what's happening. Okay, all right,
She'll
Guess
send you
what?
an email.
I'm
Ooh,
done.
I remember I gotta pay my dog taxes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, yep. But no, that's it. That's all I got. If you guys want
Others?
to.
Shucks. I can't.
What?
I didn't bring my shop papers.
I thought
Oh, they're still good. You got last year's papers on record? Or the same
Start
ones?
doing that.
Oh, no, I have them.
Oh,
We keep on
some
record
of
till
that
they
reparation up
expire.
there.
How did
What?
The goodie was gonna start over there. 'Cause he had nothing to do, so he's gonna do that.
Excavator's still there.
Yeah, the excavator still, well, it doesn't have.
Well, they
a bucket.
did some, so they're doing, I don't know.
You know
I
something?
think he's waiting to come in when everything else
Right.
happens.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Chevalier was gonna get a hold of him. They finally called me. They were
Chevalier's
gonna get a
pulled
hold
in
of
the
him.
other day real
Well,
quick.
I
Yeah,
thought a
because they
couple
wanted to
weeks
see
ago
if
they
the
said
line
he
was
was
dug
gonna
or if they had to
work
wait
on
for
that
him
'cause he had-
first.
He
That's
So
what
they
they
were gonna get a
He
hold
was
of
ready to
him.
do
They
it,
work
but
with
then
him.
I think they now
that's what I
decided
was
to wait
told.
for him to
Yeah,
do
they
that.
called me and he
Put the
wanted to know
water
who
in,
was the head of the
put the
job. I said,
tanks
well, if you
in.
wanna know who's excavating, it's Scott Goodhue. And he goes, I know him, I'll call him. Just send me a bill when you're done, you deal with him. All right, so
how did Sean turn out? I mean,
Oh, hard to tell.
So we can close now.
okay.
If you guys, because you can talk about that stuff afterwards. That's not anything to do
I'll make
with.
a motion to close.
Yep.
Second.
What is
Somewhere, I
it,
think we're all
in favor?
7?
Aye.
Right.